Picture this. The universe is unimaginably vast, with billions of galaxies, each one a sprawling city of stars and trillions of planets. Yet, despite all that space, we still haven't found any proof of life beyond Earth. But here's the twist. Scientists aren't just hunting for little green aliens. They're searching for something much bigger. Answers to questions that could change how we see ourselves and our place in the cosmos. What if finding alien life isn't just about discovering them, but about understanding us? Let's start with the basics. The universe is enormous, so big that it's hard to even wrap your head around it. There are billions of galaxies, and each galaxy contains billions of stars. Many of those stars have planets orbiting them, just like Earth orbits the Sun. Some of those planets might be in the Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold, but just right for life to exist. But here's the thing, even with all that potential, we haven't found any concrete evidence of aliens yet. No signals, no microbes, no spaceships. So, what are scientists doing about it? They're exploring some of the most fascinating places in our solar system and beyond. Take Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. It has a huge ocean beneath its icy surface, and where there's water, there could be life. Then there's Titan, a moon of Saturn, with its lakes of liquid methane, a type of gas that could potentially support life, even if it's very different from what we're used to. And let's not forget Mars, where scientists are searching for signs that life might have existed billions of years ago, when the planet had rivers and lakes. But here's the really cool part. The search for alien life isn't just about finding little green creatures. It's about answering some of the biggest questions we have. What is life? Are we alone in the universe? And what does it mean to be human in a cosmos that might be teeming with other forms of life? So let's dive into the search for alien life and discover why this might be the most exciting and important quest in human history. Before we dive deeper into the mysteries of alien life, I want to hear from you. Do you think we'll find life beyond Earth? And if we do, what do you think it'll look like? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and if you're as excited about this journey as I am, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Now, let's get started. Now that we've set the stage, let's talk about where scientists are looking for alien life. And trust me, it's not just about scanning the skies for UFOs. The search is happening right here in our own solar system, and in distant star systems light years away. First up, Mars. The red planet has been a hotspot for scientists for decades. Why? Because billions of years ago, Mars might have looked a lot like Earth. It had rivers, lakes, and maybe even oceans. Today, it's a cold, dusty desert. But evidence of that watery past is still there. NASA's rovers, like Curiosity and Perseverance, are exploring Mars right now, searching for clues that life might have once existed there. They're looking for things like fossilized microbes, or even chemical traces left behind by ancient life. But it's not just about the past. Some scientists think there could still be life on Mars today, hiding underground where it's warmer and protected from radiation. But Mars isn't the only place in our solar system that could harbor life. Let's talk about Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Europa is covered in a thick layer of ice, but beneath that ice lies a massive ocean. Scientists think this ocean could be twice as big as all the oceans on Earth combined. And where there's liquid water, there's a chance for life. What's even more exciting is that Europa's ocean might be in contact with its rocky core, which could provide the nutrients and energy needed for life to thrive. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission will fly by Europa, studying its surface and trying to figure out if this icy moon could support life. Then there's Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Titan is weird, but in the best way. It has lakes and rivers, but instead of water, they're filled with liquid methane and ethane. It's freezing cold, and the atmosphere is thick and hazy. But some scientists think life could exist there, even if it's very different from anything we've ever seen. In fact, Titan's chemistry is so unique that it might host life forms that don't rely on water at all, but instead use methane as their liquid of choice. And let's not forget about Enceladus, another moon of Saturn. Enceladus has geysers that shoot water vapor and ice into space, which means there's likely an ocean beneath its surface too. Some of that water even contains organic molecules, the building blocks of life. Scientists are especially excited because these geysers make it easier to study Enceladus's ocean without even landing on the moon. Spacecraft can just fly through the plumes and analyze what's inside. But the search for alien life doesn't stop at our solar system. Scientists are also looking at exoplanets, planets that orbit other stars. Using telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope, they're studying the atmospheres of these distant worlds, looking for signs of oxygen, methane, or other gases that could hint at life. Some exoplanets, like those in the TRAPPIST-1 system, are especially interesting because they're rocky and located in their star's habitable zone, the region where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist. So, from the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn to the dusty surface of Mars and the distant exoplanets light years away, the search for alien life is on. But here's the question: what are scientists actually looking for, and how do they know if they've found it? Let's dive into that next. Alright, so we've talked about where scientists are looking for alien life, but what exactly are they looking for, and how do they know if they've found it? The answer isn't as simple as spotting a little green alien waving at us. Scientists are searching for specific signs of life, and some of them might surprise you. First, let's talk about biosignatures. These are clues that life might exist or have existed on a planet or moon. Biosignatures can come in many forms. For example, on Earth, we have oxygen in our atmosphere because plants and other organisms produce it. So if scientists find oxygen in the atmosphere of an exoplanet, that could be a huge clue that life is there. But it's not just oxygen. Gases like methane, carbon dioxide, or even certain combinations of gases could also hint at life. Then, there's the search for organic molecules. These are chemicals that contain carbon, like the ones that make up all living things on Earth. Organic molecules have already been found on Mars, in the plumes of Enceladus, and even in distant galaxies. But here's the catch: organic molecules don't always mean life. They can also be created by non-living processes. So, scientists have to look for patterns or combinations that suggest life is the most likely explanation. Another clue scientists look for is liquid water. Water is essential for life as we know it, so finding it is a big deal. That's why places like Europa and Enceladus are so exciting. They have oceans of liquid water hidden beneath their surfaces. But water alone isn't enough. Scientists also look for energy sources that life could use, like heat from a planet's core or chemical reactions in the environment. And then there's the search for actual living organisms. This is the hardest part, because it means finding something that's alive right now. On Mars, rovers are equipped with tools to detect microbial life. On icy moons like Europa, future missions might include submarines or drills to explore the oceans beneath the ice. And on exoplanets, scientists are looking for signs of technology, like artificial lights or radio signals that could indicate intelligent life. But here's the tricky part. Life beyond Earth might not look like anything we've ever seen. It might not use water, or oxygen, or even carbon. It could be so different that we don't even recognize it as life at first. That's why scientists are also thinking about weird life that's based on completely different chemistry than what we're used to. So, the search for alien life isn't just about finding little green aliens. It's about looking for clues, piecing together evidence, and staying open to the possibility that life might be stranger than we can imagine. But what happens if, or when, we actually find it? Let's explore that next. Now let's talk about the big question. What happens if, or when, we actually find alien life? This isn't just science fiction anymore. Scientists are getting closer than ever to making this discovery, and it could change everything. First, Let's imagine the best-case scenario. We find microbial life. Maybe it's a tiny bacterium on Mars or a strange organism swimming in Europa's ocean. This would be a huge deal, proof that life exists beyond Earth, but it would also raise a ton of new questions. Is this life similar to us? Does it share the same building blocks, like DNA? Or is it completely different, using a chemistry we've never seen before? Finding microbial life would tell us one thing for sure: we're not alone in the universe. It would mean that life isn't some rare, one-time fluke, but something that can happen anywhere the conditions are right. And that would open up the possibility that life is everywhere, on other planets, in other galaxies, maybe even in other dimensions. But what if we find something more than microbes? What if we discover complex life, or even intelligent life? Imagine picking up a signal from a distant civilization, or finding evidence of advanced technology on an exoplanet. This would be the most profound discovery in human history. It would force us to rethink our place in the universe, and maybe even our understanding of what it means to be human. Of course, finding intelligent life would also come with challenges. How do we communicate with them? What if they're more advanced or more dangerous than us? And how do we, as a species, handle the knowledge that we're not the only intelligent beings in the cosmos? But here's the thing. Even if we don't find life right away, the search itself is changing us. It's pushing the boundaries of science and technology. It's inspiring new missions, like the Europa Clipper and the James Webb Space Telescope. And it's bringing us closer together as a species, united by a shared curiosity about the universe. So, whether we find alien life tomorrow or 100 years from now, the search is worth it. Because every step we take brings us closer to answering one of the biggest questions of all. Are we alone? And that's where you come in. What do you think we'll find? Do you believe we'll discover life beyond Earth in your lifetime? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're as excited about this journey as I am, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Thanks for watching, and remember, the universe is full of mysteries, and we're just getting started. That's it for this deep dive into the search for alien life. But the journey doesn't end here. Every day, scientists are making new discoveries, launching new missions, and asking new questions. And who knows, the next big breakthrough could happen tomorrow. So, what's next in the search for life beyond Earth? Well, NASA's Europa Clipper mission is set to launch in the next few years, and it could give us our best look yet at Europa's hidden ocean. The James Webb Space Telescope is already revealing secrets about distant exoplanets, and future telescopes might even be able to detect signs of life in their atmospheres. And let's not forget about Mars. Missions like the Mars Sample Return could bring pieces of the red planet back to Earth, where scientists can study them in detail. But the search for alien life isn't just about big missions and high-tech tools. It's also about you. Every time you look up at the stars and wonder what's out there, you're part of this incredible journey. So, keep asking questions, keep dreaming big, and keep exploring. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you again. What do you think is the most exciting place to search for alien life? Mars, Europa, distant exoplanets? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Luminova, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for joining me on this cosmic adventure. Until next time, keep looking up. The universe is waiting.